Hi, good morning. Seen this many cameras since we signed Tebow.
Oh, Bill Belichick, you didn't flatten that ball. It was Tom Brady.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Bill Belichick era with the New England Patriots is officially over. And it looks like an old friend of New England, who Raiders and Broncos fans know way too well, is coming back. This was something nobody thought possible, the Belichick era being over today. Even though the rumors have been swirling that Belichick and Robert Kraft are going to split, it's so crazy to see it actually happen. It comes after a 4-13 record, Belichick's worst season in his entire coaching career, and this comes after 24 whole years as the Patriots head coach. This is so crazy that former Patriots edge rusher and former Raiders edge rusher Chandler Jones had to weigh in the only way he knew how.
Oh, Belichick, oh, how I miss you. I just want to kiss you. He made me the man I am. Oh, Bill Belichick, didn't Spygate. You didn't Deflategate. He's innocent. Oh, why fire him when it should have been Mr. Kraft?
Chandler Jones is invoking some Tennessee whiskey, and one thing about Chandler Jones is when he was released by Josh McDaniels and the Raiders, he made sure to let everybody know that he loves Bill Belichick.
Y'all make sure y'all respect Bill, put respect on his name, protect Bill Belichick, protect his family, everybody he connected to.
Belichick will likely have a new coaching opportunity. He can touch the hearts and minds of different players like Chandler Jones. But it's crazy how this all fell apart in New England. You could tell last year when Belichick was allegedly spotted doing the walk of shame on a ring camera that maybe he just did not care too much about what was happening in New England anymore. Another person that was spotted is the former head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders, genius Josh McDaniels. This man was spotted back in Foxborough, where he loves to eat Boston scrod.
Favorite food?
I'm gonna say Boston scrod. It's a fish you don't have a lot of places.
This man was spotted back in Foxborough at the New England Patriots' final game against the New York Jets. When this happened, Belichick was obviously still the head coach. It made people think, could this guy return as offensive coordinator? But now it seems like an old plan that Robert Kraft had initially could materialize now that Bill Belichick is out of the picture. Keep in mind, when Josh McDaniels was employed by the New England Patriots in 2021, he was actually the highest paid offensive coordinator in the entire NFL, roughly $4 million. That's almost as much as some head coaches make who are getting their first opportunity. McDaniels almost joined the Indianapolis Colts coaching staff, but part of the reason why he stayed as a highly paid offensive coordinator of the New England Patriots is because he had assurances behind the scenes that he would eventually take over as head coach for the Patriots. It seems like he got a little impatient since Bill Belichick wouldn't retire, wouldn't move on, and he ended up deciding to take over the Las Vegas Raiders and ruin yet another AFC West franchise. Quarterback Mac Jones was on the outs with Bill Belichick over the past 2 seasons after making the Pro Bowl with Josh McDaniels in 2021. Not only was Matt Patricia a disaster placeholder offensive coordinator for Mac Jones, but in this recent year in 2023, he had to deal with Bill O'Brien, the guy who got fired from the Houston Texans head coaching job after trading Deshaun Watson for freaking David Johnson. And this past season, he spent most of his time chewing out Mac Jones. You have offensive lineman Trent Brown, who doesn't seem too happy with the Patriots organization. He was critical of Bill Belichick and was defending Mac Jones over these past few years, saying that he doesn't think what occurred over the past few years is Mac Jones's fault. And he mentioned specifically the fact that when Mac Jones took the team to the playoffs in 2021, he had an offensive coordinator that he had a relationship with, could feel comfortable with. Josh McDaniels leaves, and then they don't have a career offensive coordinator. They have somebody, aka Matt Patricia, who was the holding spot, doing a favor or something. So Trent Brown is putting the blame on the coaching staff for Mac Jones's poor performance. So maybe some of the yelling that Mac Jones did on the sideline was warranted. Obviously, you gotta take this all with a grain of salt. The offensive lineman Brown has been very critical of the Belichick regime. He's been upset about the fact that he believes there's been anonymous sources of people around him him, spewing lies about his character. There's been reports that he's always late, that he's not interested in being part of the team, but he claims a lot of these reports are part of a smear campaign. We know Belichick operates in a little secretive, kind of sketchy ways, so it seems like Brown thinks people are leaking things about him unfairly. One example of Belichick being stuck in his sketchy ways that has gone too far is the fact that at one point during the season, he didn't tell Mac Jones he was starting until Sunday, and that was a huge deal in week 11 against the New York Giants. Mac Jones did not find out that he was starting until right before the game. That's kind of hard to prepare as a quarterback when you don't even know what's going on. And Mac Jones would assuredly throw 2 interceptions in that game, be eventually benched by Bailey Zappi, but a lot of people in the building thought that was unfair to Mac Jones. The thing about Josh McDaniels is it seems like he loves Mac Jones, and even when he was a head coach of the Raiders in 2022, he would go out of his way to embrace the guy, give him a little pep talk after the Raiders would defeat the New England Patriots. And when you take a look at it, Mac Jones is still on the final year of his rookie contract, so he will likely be on the team this year while Bill Belichick will not. Robert Kraft and Bill Belichick are trying to end amicably, but it's very obvious that Bill Belichick wanted to stay the head coach of the Patriots while Robert Kraft wanted to move in a different direction.
Robert and I, after a series of discussions, have mutually agreed to part ways. And for me, this is a day of gratitude and celebration. Start with Robert and his family. It's great. So much thanks for the opportunity to be the head coach here for 24 years. It's an amazing opportunity. Received tremendous support. We had a vision of building a winner, building a championship football team here that's exceeded my wildest dreams and expectations. The amount of success that we were able to achieve together.
Wouldn't it make the most sense for Robert Kraft to move in the direction that he originally wanted to when he told Josh McDaniels that he would be the head coach following Bill Belichick's retirement? This would actually benefit the Raiders if Josh McDaniels went out there and became the New England Patriots head coach this upcoming season. That would offset the Raiders' remaining contract with Josh McDaniels. Coaching contracts are fully guaranteed, and the Raiders technically have $40 million remaining on Josh McDaniels' contract. But the way that coaching contracts work is that whatever new team the recently fired coach ends up working for, however much they pay them offsets and goes against what the former team would owe them. Now, the Patriots could also do something sketchy, which would not surprise me. They can try to pay Josh McDaniels just like $1 million a year to be their head coach, and the Raiders would have to keep paying the remaining $9 million. But this is something that happens often in the NFL, and you got NFL lawyers going out there making sure these teams pay these new coaches market value. So it would be very difficult for the Patriots to get away with something this sketchy. So hopefully the Patriots do hire Josh McDaniels, because this would benefit both the Raiders and the New England Patriots if they really want this guy. McDaniels had a complete disaster in Vegas, but maybe he had his eyes set on New England the whole time, and he was just experimenting with another AFC West team yet again. For Bill Belichick, it looks like he still wants to be a coach. He will be on the market looking for a new team, and he joins a rock star free agency coaching class. You have Pete Carroll, who's been promoted but looks like he's still looking for a head coaching job, and you got Mike Vrabel, who's recently fired. This season alone, you got 8 head coaches being fired, and who knows if more are going to happen. There are currently 8 head coaching opportunities available, and who knows where Bill Belichick is going to go. Jerry Jones is never too happy with the head coach he has, and he's always been non-committal with Mike McCarthy, and some people believe it wouldn't be crazy for the Cowboys to pick up Bill Belichick after everything wraps up here. You also have the Los Angeles Chargers. That has been a rumored possibility for Bill Belichick. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below. Do you want to see Josh McDaniels back where he belongs in New England? And where do you think Bill Belichick is going to go? And who's going to be better off in the long run? If you're still watching here at this point in the video, thank you. And I would appreciate it if you do subscribe to this channel to keep it all going. My name is Wi-Fi Willie. Peace out, and I hope you have a good one.